Sure. So I have a brand new opportunity that has come into my life through letting go of some of my old fears. It's a business opportunity where I will give some of my time to work in this holistic setting to get office space in my seminars and my Reiki clients and my aromatherapy clients. And so I'll be getting my massage room plus space in turn of my time. And I'm so excited on one hand and happy, and this has all come together very organically, which is awesome. But I still have that fear, right? I I have that fear, and I don't want to be afraid. I don't want that to get in my way. So I'm looking because that's old me. Is fear stop me from doing things. And I'm not going to let this stop me, but I want to know how I can release that, how I can get past that. For help and ideas on how to be on that so I can move forward.
Yeah. So we could go at this one of two ways. The first way would be to, you mentioned that this was work. You mentioned that you were going to work at this place of business. And I would say that would be one of the first keys to seeing this differently is, and it's not even going to serve, but you're really truly following your inner calling. And when we're in that place, like all we experience is flow. So
Yeah,
that's kind of the first
right.
way that I would shift your perspective on it.
Okay.
And then the other piece is looking at that fear. So looking at specifically what those fears are. Do you want to share about what the fears might be?
Sure. I think, well, first of all, I want to acknowledge what you've already said, and I agree. It's not work when I love what I'm doing. I don't feel that it's work at all. It's awesome. So I will change my focus and not use that word. And the other thing is, I have been out of practice, I guess, for a little while. So being out there in public and visible is just, I'm putting myself back out there, and that's where I have a little bit of fear about getting out there. I don't know why, because I love people. So it's not that part of it. Maybe it's about judgment or that maybe, or it could be a self-worth thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all coming to me, oh no, so like a self-sabotage. So I don't know, I'm looking for what your perspective is on that.
Mm-hmm.
And where you see maybe I can change my way of thinking, or yeah.
I think where, and I can apply this even to my own self, around, putting myself out there. I'm out of practice, doing this video was, something that was causing me a lot of fear too, because what will I say? What, will I remember what to do?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't prepared a script, will I hear what I'm supposed to hear? A big source of that anxiety comes from the judgment I'm already putting on myself. Right? It's expecting perfection. It's expecting something, and an outcome, or and I think that's a key piece. It is recognizing, like, where might you be judging yourself, right?
Yes.
Where, what is the source of that? because in you know, in 5D, in this world that we live in, you know, it is an illusion, but we are creating the illusion. We are the director of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is anything what's the word? I just heard like outlandish or like out, you know, just not in flow. We're creating those ripples ourselves. And that's where we can, you know, where we experience true freedom is when we recognize that we can take responsibility for it, not from a shameful place, but from a, let me be curious about this. Let me, you know, let me just sit with that one and ask myself, like, where is that coming from? Why am I creating that scenario?
Yeah, awesome. I really resonate with what you're saying there. So I will take the time to be curious as opposed to, oh, why am I feeling this way? Because, you know, I tend to go that way, although I've been practicing being in flow, you know, so this is like a halfway step almost. So that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really just about, it's a new way of being. Like we're training ourselves to with new habits, like a new
Mhm.
habit, right? The old way was such a habit, and it came from generations past. So
Yeah.
the openness, the curiosity, and the compassion and empathy for self will,
Yes.
I think, really help you in this scenario. And I think, again, the biggest thing for 5D is we're one with Christ consciousness. We are one. And so when we can wake up in the morning and, you know, ask Spirit, like, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom? And knowing that when you show up at that place of work, that just your presence alone will be enough. You
Thank you.
know, your
Yeah.
travel to the place, whether you're taking a bus, you're on your bike, you're walking, however you're getting there, everyone that you meet on that will just get a piece of that love and light. And so, you know, we're not working anymore. There is no more work. It's truly about being in joy and bliss and allowing that to lead us. So I hope that helps.
Oh, completely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.